Today I'm going for the next lecture for AWS course. Today I'm going to talk about overview of AWS. So we are talking about here IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. Then we are going to talk about compute. Then we are going to talk about storage. Then we're going to talk about databases in AWS. So let's understand what is the IaaS and PaaS. So when you think about cloud computing model, IaaS and PaaS come in mind. AWS offer what? IaaS is a infrastructure as a service allow organizations to utilize AWS instead of owning and operating their own data center. So in case of IaaS, AWS will provide the data center. You can simply rent a VM and physical servers from AWS. IaaS stands for infrastructure as service for fundamental aspect of here AWS infrastructure. So they just manage the data center here. So the next part is very important. So most of companies use platform as a service. As a other hand, so remove the need to your organization to manage underlying platform like database, streaming service, etc. They allow us focus the deployment and management your core applications and not worry about IaaS and PS layers. Fast turn gets organization to be more efficient and focused as you don't need to worry about the resource and procurement, capacity planning, software maintenance, patching of any other undifferentiated heavy lifting involved running on your application. So Amazon Web Service Infrastructure which consists of four primary areas, which combination IaaS, PaaS, and compute, storage, and databases. For the network, it says CloudFront, VPC, Direct Connect, load balancing, router F3. So let's talk about the fundamental building block of AWS in the compute. So compute, if you see the picture, we have EC2, we have Elastic, Beanstalk, we have Lambda, we have Lightsail, we have EC2. So this is where you create and deploy your virtual machine. AWS, you have a wide variety of compute instead of you can choose from. This range type operating system you would choose RAM, CPU, and you would want to compute instead have. First one is Elastic Container Services (ECS). It used to run and manage your Docker container. You can think as a managed Kubernetes service in a Google. And Lightsail, VPC service, virtual private service. AWS Lightsail launch virtual private service, which are VM individual operating system but restricted access to physical service resource. Lambda lets you upload function onto AWS and you pay every time the function is executed or called. You don't need to think about managing the OS or VM. Lambda does it all for you. For example, you think about text calculator in the traditional model, you would write a code and procure the virtual machine and deploy your code in VM. Then you need to maintain and manage the deployment. However, in the Lambda, you don't need to pay, manage, and VM. Amazon does for you. Batch computing is used for data processing. AWS batch dynamically provision to optimal quantity and type of compute resources, CPU versus memory optimized instance. Based on the volume of specific resource requirement, batch job is submitted. Also manage batch process, restart jobs, submitting, scheduling is easy. So the compute is very important part. Next part is we are coming in the storage. So storage you can see S3, EFS, Glacier, Gateway, Snowball. So first part is S3, which is called as a simple storage service. Amazon Simple Storage Service is an object data storage offering industry leading scalability, data availability, security, high performance. Customer of all size industry can store and product any amount of data for virtually any use case, such as data lakes, cloud native application, mobile apps with cost-effective storage classes and easy-to-use management feature. You can optimize cost, organizing data, and configure, fine-tune access control, meet a specific business organization and compliance requirement. Next part, I'm talking about network attached storage (EFS). So EFS you see is the only file system. So it's elastic file system. You upload your files. EFS then the mount onto multiple virtual machine. Next one is Glacier is for archiving. So Glacier storage service is used for data archival. It is a primary use for stored data that you don't need to use right away. Cost storage of Glacier is significantly lower. It takes 3 to 5 hours to restore from Glacier, and it costs 0.01 per gigabytes per month. It's very lower. The next part is Snowball. So Snowball, if you see in the picture, it's import and export. So Snowball is used for transport large amount of data onto AWS or take out of AWS and move to your data center. Next part is a storage gateway. So if you see storage gateway, it's a CaaS, it's a not CaaS, it's a virtual tabs. So it's used for transport large amount of data onto AWS, take the AWS, move into your data center, and AWS So storage gateway is VM. You install your data center and replicate data back to S3. This used when you have on-premises data center or would like to replicate data into AWS. Once you have a storage gateway set up, you can replicate to S3. It's like the CaaS data. So next, very fundamental talk for database or any system. We have databases, right? So which is also very fundamental part of AWS. So if you see in the diagram, you can see the Amazon RDS, which is a relational database. Any key value like HBase, DynamoDB, document DB is like MongoDB, like to store a document. Then we have in-memory database called Redis, Elastic Cache, which we call, and then have graph database called Napture. Then time series storage data for time series, Ledger, QLB, and for search Amazon Elastic Search services. So let's talk about a diff. Relational database service provide cost-effective and resizable capacity while managing time-consuming database administration tasks. Amazon RDS give you access several familiar database engines including Amazon Aurora, MySQL, Postgres, MariaDB, Oracle SQL Service. This means that code application tool you are already used with the existing database can be used in RDS. So RDS is basically MySQL, you can say. Aurora, it's a AWS priority relational database that comply with MySQL Postgres. It combines performance and availability high-end commercial database with the simplicity, cost effectiveness, and open source databases. DynamoDB is a non-relational database that is a NoSQL DB. It's a managed service that you don't need to tune and manage anyway. AWS does for you. Napture, it's a fully managed graph database, relational and graph database. Elastic class is often Redis. Yeah. So these are database. This is very fundamental. We talk about database. We talk about compute. We talk about storage, and we talk about PaaS, SaaS. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will create the next part: application integration, security identified compliance, and availability zones and regions. Thank you for watching.